Hey, it's Ellie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a long overdue video. This was supposed to be posted around the end of September because it was my birth month, and you guys probably know I just turned 20. So today's video is going to be all about 20 things that I learned in the past 20 years from 20 different people in my life. First of all, I just want to say that this video is heavily inspired by Hannah Kathleen Pangilinan. She did this for her 21st birthday, I believe, and I absolutely loved it. It was the most precious thing I ever watched on YouTube, so this video is inspired by her. Also, I just want to say that I am not wearing contacts right now or glasses because my eye is irritated right now. I can't wear glasses because you guys will see the reflection of the monitor, and yeah. Basically, everything's a blur right now. I don't see myself and I don't know what I'm looking at, but just bear with me, guys. So without further ado, here are 20 lessons I learned in the past 20 years from 20 people in my life. Leave space for our Heavenly Father to move in your life. From Casey. Growing up, I never really knew anyone my age who shared that same passion and love for faith like I do until I met Casey. Casey is one of the strongest people that I know. She's been through so much, but she stands so tall and so firm, and if you ask her how she does it, she only has one answer every single time, and that answer is our Heavenly Father. We never know what's gonna happen in our life, and no matter how many plans we make, there are gonna be times when things just won't go our way. So during these times of uncertainty, it's important to have faith and just allow our Heavenly Father to take over. It's not about how many times you don't fail, it's about how many times you get up when you do. From Tim. Tim is the closest thing that I will ever have to a big brother, and he has been there for me ever since I moved here in the Philippines. He has been my big brother since the 10th grade. Whenever I had a problem, I would always run to Tim, and he would always remind me that I can get through it. He'd always have that kaya mo yan attitude, and it's true. Kaya ko. And kaya mo rin. Honestly, there are a lot of successful people out there, but people who use their failures to improve themselves are the real successful ones. Know when to move on. From Wilbert. Wilbert's another good friend of mine that I have known since the 10th grade, and we have been keeping in touch ever since. He's always been that kind of person who easily accepts if something doesn't go his way, and honestly, I'm kind of the same. I absolutely hate dreading bad experiences. I hate going back to that situation, just talking about it over and over again, because it just disturbs my inner peace, you know? I just don't need those kind of experiences keeping me up at night and hindering me from living my life. But don't get me wrong, guys, I know what it's like to be in pain, to get hurt, to cry yourself to sleep. I've been through it all, and these situations are inevitable. But if you want to move forward in life, you have to stop dreading on bad experiences. You have to know when to move on. If you want to heal, you have to stop touching the wound. I forgive, but I don't forget. From my Tito Marion. Tito means uncle for all of my non-Filipino viewers out there, and Tito Marion is one of my closest uncles. He's one of those really cool uncles, so we get along really well, and he's really easy to talk to. What my Tito Marion is trying to say is forgive, but don't forget the lesson that it taught you. Forgiveness doesn't necessarily mean that you have to reconcile with the person that hurt you or you have to tolerate what they've done to you. Forgiveness is learning from that experience and allowing yourself to move forward. Sowwy. From my baby brother Daniel. My sister Rachel and I have always enjoyed teaching our brother new words to say, and one of the first few words that we taught him was sorry. Now at first he wouldn't automatically say sorry if he broke a toy or if he made a mess, but now if he knows that he did something wrong, he doesn't hesitate to say sorry, and he even hugs you while doing it. I think this is a lesson that all of us should take to heart because apologizing can be really difficult. Pride can get in the way, but always remember that pride is not worth losing a relationship. Put your heart in everything that you do. From the Big Boss Dad. Everyone always says that I look like my dad. Do you see the resemblance? Share ko lang. My dad is the most passionate person that I've ever known my whole life. Whether it's work, fixing something that's broken, or even making a sandwich, because my dad makes the best sandwiches, I can really say that my dad gives his 110% all the time. Doesn't matter what he's doing. He's never been one to give up. He's pretty much unstoppable, and that's a quality that I really want to have. Because if you want to be the best version of yourself, if you want to reach your full potential, then you have to give it your all. You can't be your best if you're not giving your best, right? Okay, these next few lessons will all be coming from my close group of friends, my girls, my college besties, my sisters, you know what I'm talking about. You're still gonna get criticized, so you might as well do whatever the heck you want. From Isabel. If you couldn't tell already, Isabel is the blunt friend of our group. If she's gonna tell you something, it's gonna be straight to the point, no filter whatsoever. And what she's saying is true. You can't please everybody. Everyone's gonna talk no matter what. If you're doing something bad, if you're doing something good, people are gonna talk. So what are you gonna do about it? I'm gonna tell you, nothing. You're gonna ignore it, walk away, because people's words do not limit what you do with your life. People's words are just words. They won't do anything to you unless you let it. Be the kind of person that makes people want to up their game. From our beauty queen, Dana. Dana is seriously the beauty queen of our group, not only because she is drop dead gorgeous, but she actually does pageants and she wins. Oh yeah. That's my best friend. And one thing that I learned from Dana is that you can be confident without being cocky. A lot of people misunderstand the word confidence and mistaken it for being stuck up or arrogant. And that's why I think a lot of people are intimidated by this. Confidence. But confidence doesn't mean you think you're the best. Confidence is doing your best and not being afraid to show it. What consumes your mind controls your life. From Kyla. Kyla and I have been in the same friend group since first year, but we just now became close. But even if we just got to know each other now, I found out that we actually share the same mindset. We both believe in the law of attraction, manifestation, and the power of your thoughts. Now, if you're not familiar with this concept, the simplest explanation would be positive and negative thoughts bring positive and negative experiences into a person's life. Our thoughts are made up of energy, and we attract the same energy that we give out. So if you're being a positive person, you're thinking good things, you're giving out good vibes, then you're attracting people, experiences, and opportunities of that same energy. But if you're being a negative person, you're always pessimistic about things, you're always expecting the worst, then let's just say you're gonna be living a very unhappy and unfulfilling life. So be mindful of your thoughts because they have the power to change your life. Believe in yourself and you will be unstoppable. From Kim. Kim is the smart friend in our group, and she's always been my seatmate up until now because, of course, we're all home. You know how smart people are. They give it their all, they never settle for less. One mistake on a quiz and they are bouncing off the walls. I remember whenever there would be a surprise or pop quiz, everyone would either be panicking or other people have already accepted the fact that they will fail. But Kim would just sit quietly in the corner and study as much as she can in a matter of 2 minutes. Honestly, she could blink at a reviewer, have the whole thing memorized, and ace the quiz or test that we're having. Her attitude is so encouraging and so contagious, it reminds me that the only limit in life is the one that you set for yourself. As cliche as it sounds, anything is possible if you believe in yourself. She's living proof. Really live in the moment. From Gia. Gia is another ultimate best friend of mine who I sadly don't get to see anymore ever since she decided to take on a really big change in her life. It's really sad to think about because there was a time when our group of friends was complete. We'd be together all the time, 24/7. You couldn't keep us apart, and we thought it would stay that way forever. But sadly, life had other plans for Gia. Oh, but don't get me wrong. She's accomplishing so much right now. I'm so proud of you, Gia. If you're watching this, you go, girl. You keep on living the dream. You keep on doing you. I love you. I'm so proud of you, Gia. In life, only one thing stays constant, and that's change. You don't know when change is coming, and you don't know how long the process will take, but what you can do is to enjoy the life that you have right now. I can truly say that Gia and I and all of our friends have the best memories ever. We wouldn't trade them for the world. And until now, we're still trying to catch up, talk to each other, the occasional call, check up, video chat, Zoom, what have you. So whatever position or situation you're in right now, just enjoy it, live in the moment, soak in the now, because change is just right around the corner waiting to happen. Evaluate your words before you let them leave your lips. From Aubrey. Aubrey is pretty much my soul sister. We like the same things, we do the same things, we even say the same things at the same exact time, which is really scary sometimes. But we have had our fair share of misunderstandings, and let me tell you, Aubrey is probably the #1 person that I hate arguing with. If you couldn't tell yet, I'm a very verbal person. I like talking things out right away because I believe that communication is the key. But while that is true, communication is key, I learned from Aubrey that you should never speak from a place of hate, jealousy, or anger. Because all of those feelings are emotional barriers of communication. Instead of understanding the situation and talking things out properly, people are just blurting things out they don't even mean, and even more people end up getting hurt. So the next time you feel misunderstood and you want to be heard, remember that arguing isn't communication. It's just noise. Be that person who will always be there. From Bianca. Bianca is the very first person that I became friends with in college, and she has been my sister ever since. I mean, seriously, back when we were having face-to-face classes, if I wasn't in school, I'd be at her house. What I love about her so much is that no matter what's happening, if you're sad, if you're happy, if you're mad, if you're in a fight with someone, she's just always there. And not just like she's there minding her own business, she's genuinely there, ready to listen to your side, hear you out, and speak for you if you feel like you can't speak for yourself. There are a lot of not so nice people out there, but Bianca is living proof that being a good person is an option and you can choose it. No motive, no pride, not expecting anything in return, just genuinely being there for people. A person to count on. I love you, Bianquix. Mwah. Food is a sweet escape. From Muncie. Muncie is a good friend of mine that I started talking to in second year. He's always been my go-to buddy for after-duty milk tea sessions, sudden cravings. We would always go out to have some lemonade, eat some burritos, tapa, fishball, you name it. We just like eating a lot. But more than that, this was our bond. This was our time to catch up on what's happening, to talk about any problems, and it's just really nice. I was honestly never a people person or hangout type of person up until college, and I'm so thankful for all of the friends that I have in my life right now. Growing up, I learned that it's important to have people in your life who you can easily pull to the side and have a good conversation with. I learned that friendships are really good for the soul. Life's not all about you. From my little sister Rachel. As forward as it seems, what my sister is trying to say is that there are going to be times when we will be playing the main character of our life, but it's also important to play a supporting role in the lives of others. My sister is one of the most supportive people in my life, and when it comes to what I do, she's always got my back. If I'm busy with school, she'll help out with my chores. If I need to film a video for YouTube, she'll keep our baby brother quiet. If I need a partner for a nursing project, she's always there, ready to stay up late with me to finish it. She is literally such a blessing, and she is a constant reminder for me to step out of myself for a minute, look around, and ask myself a very simple question. Who can I help today? You'd be surprised how many lives you can touch with just a single act of kindness. Every experience I have and will have are good. Even the bad ones. From Ruiz. Ruiz is a good friend of mine since senior high school who I look up to a lot. He's what I would call a 24/7 go-getter because he never wastes his time. He's always accomplishing something, learning something new, or finding ways to live a more successful and meaningful life, which is very rare for people our age. When I asked him what is something he lives by, he told me this, and honestly, I always thought there were only two types of experiences in life. The good ones and the bad ones, and you just have to deal with whatever hits you. But as I thought about it, I realized what he said is true. Things happen in our lives for a reason. If it's good, celebrate it. If it's bad, learn from it. Either way, these experiences are helping us grow as a person and helping us become better for the future. We always have a choice. Choose love. From Sir Eric. I think I mentioned Sir Eric before in my nursing student Q&A video part 2. He was my senior high school teacher and advisor, and he is one of the wisest people that I know. Sir Eric would always say cholo or choose love, and honestly, I never really understand what that meant until I found myself in a relationship with someone very special. I realized that love isn't a feeling and it's actually a choice, because love is something that you really have to work hard for. No matter what circumstance you're in, no matter how hard life gets, you still choose that person over and over and over again because you know that the both of you can overcome it together. And this isn't just for romantic relationships. You can apply this to your friendships and even your families. Keeping a relationship can be very easy, but also very difficult. At the end of the day, it's up to you whether or not you're gonna take care of it. Celebrate the small successes. From Babs. Babs is a very special person in my life, and I consider him my #1 best friend, excluding my family, of course. There are times when I start feeling discouraged because I haven't reached a goal yet, or I missed out on an opportunity, or things just aren't going my way. And Babs is always the first person I go to, and he always reminds me to celebrate the small successes. When we have a goal in life, we tend to only look at the bigger picture, and a lot of us forget that there are a lot of steps to take before we reach that goal. And that's why I think a lot of us are easily discouraged. So here's us, and here's our goal. we're only looking from point A to point B. We're telling ourselves, oh, this is so far away, it's so hard to reach, this is gonna take forever. But what we don't notice is that there are a lot of steps before we get there. And so when you find yourself in this position, you need to give yourself credit for every single step you take, because that only means you're getting closer to your goal. No matter how far away you think your goal is, and no matter how small the steps you take are, you have to celebrate it, because success is a series of small wins. A strong relationship is not just about the love you had in the beginning, it's about the love that you keep on giving. From Tito Francis and Tita Bay. My Tito and Tita have an epic love story, and like every other couple out there, they have had their ups and downs. And it makes you wonder, how do you maintain a relationship with the same person for a whole lifetime? What my Tito and Tita said is so true, and just like what Sir Eric said, it's all about choosing love. No matter what's happening, if it's good, if it's bad, I choose to love the person that I love every single day, because for me, giving up is not an option. When you're in a relationship, giving love should come from both sides. So you guys are basically giving each other so much love, and you're building this whole wall of love around your relationship. And that wall is what's going to keep your relationship intact, and that's what's going to keep it from falling apart. Just like what my Tito and Tita said, it's all about the love that you keep on giving. Starting a relationship is easy, but maintaining that relationship is where the real adventure begins. And last but not least, live a beautiful life. From my beautiful mother. My mom is the most beautiful person in the world, inside and out. I mean, look at her. She's gorgeous. I can honestly say that my mom has lived by this saying her whole life. Like everybody else in this world, my mom has been through a lot. The good, the bad, happiness, pain. But what makes my mom so different from everyone else is that no matter what's happening, no matter what the circumstances may be, she will always find a way to make something good out of that situation. Even on an everyday basis, my mom is always finding little ways to make the day better and just more enjoyable. Like whenever we're gonna eat together at the table, my mom loves setting it up all nice, making it look like a fancy cafe, turning on some lounge music. She just loves that vibe. Or whenever someone's coming over, my mom cleans the house as fast as she can. She sets up some snacks, she cooks a good meal, and she even prepares some activities for everyone to enjoy. That's just how my mom is. And some might think, why? Why would you put that much effort in such little things? And that's because life isn't just about your experiences. It's about the experiences that you give others. Life is a collection of moments, and how memorable those moments will be is all up to you. And honestly, all of the lessons that I learned from the 20 people that I just mentioned are all steps to living a beautiful life. I know that this video is very different from my usual nursing lifestyle videos, but I think it's really nice to do something like this once in a while. It's like a little life reflection, realization moment where I'm just kind of checking up on where I am at life and what my stand is on certain things and my morals and my values and just, you know, growing up. Oh, and before I forget, a huge thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Skillshare is an online learning community that offers classes for creative and curious people. They've got classes designed to help you stay inspired, express yourself, and introduce you to a community of millions. Literally from art, literature, film and photography, design, music, business, and everything in between, Skillshare has got you covered. Right now, I'm currently taking up this class called Designing the Life You Want, 4 exercises for clarity and motivation. This is perfect if you're looking for some motivation and inspiration in your life. The episodes are so quick, but I get so much out of it, and it even comes with a workbook. I highly recommend this class. So if you guys want to subscribe for a whole year of amazing classes taught by industry professionals, it only costs you less than $10 a month. But if you guys just kind of want to get a feel for it and try a few classes for now, then for a limited time, you can use the link in my description box to get a free trial of Skillshare Premium membership. So make sure to click the link below to explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in creativity by taking as many classes as you want on Skillshare. So that is all I have for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys got something out of it. I would really like it if you guys would probably write in a notebook or post on your story what kind of life lessons that you've learned so far with your whole existence here on Earth. And don't forget to tag me at heyyyitsely so I can see, and I will definitely repost it on my story. If you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell. Don't forget to follow me on all of my social media right here. I'm Ellie. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!